My name is Andre Besuidenhout. I'm a barrister from South Africa. I'm a car lover, particularly a Porsche fan, and I'm an amateur racing driver when I find a little bit of time. The story of the 911T is a very intriguing one. It was a racing car many years ago. I crashed it in spectacular form at Kailami, South Africa. It was an absolute rookie error. And 3 years ago, like all of these cars in life, they come back at you and you regret buying or selling them. The car came back, it was a total wreck, and I decided to embark on a world tour and to build a taxi for me and my wife Korlandi. And that's actually how I got to Australia, driving it around for 3 months, and we covered about 8,000 kilometers in that process. A Porsche 911 drives like nothing else. With respect to all the other car manufacturers in the world, it's a nimble car. The engine is in the right position. When you steer it, it steers from the back of the car. The reason why the car, which we call Frisco, is traveling the world is one, to create a story about the car's travels. The car is now almost 50 years old, and the experiences that we've had with it has been high and low. For example, here in Melbourne, the car momentarily stalled on the highway, and we got pushed by a traffic officer with a truck that came to our rescue after about 5 minutes. And as we were being pushed off the highway very gently, you know, I presume the other brand followers were going like that for us, and then you could see the Porsche lovers coming past, and they all gave us a thumbs up. The officer pushed us off the highway gently, jump-started the car, he stopped next to us, gave a thumbs up, and that little video was captured by my wife, and it went on social media, and we've had the most amazing responses, and the people in Australia has just been so warm and welcoming to us. So that was one of the high moments. One of the low moments of the trip was when we had to abandon our trip in New Zealand, and we had to replace it with a very general brand. I'm not going to identify it out of respect for the people that drive those type of cars over here, but it was very boring the second time in New Zealand to drive a family saloon and to make as if, you know, the story goes on. It's been great fun. It's had its highs and its lows, but we're enjoying every moment of it, and that's why we're going on with it. My late mother stayed with me for the last 9 months of her life, and we used to have, in her time when she grew up in South Africa, there was a very basic coffee called Frisco. So I arrived home one night and she was very grumpy. So I said, "What's wrong, Mom?" And she said, "Nothing." I said, "Come on, something is wrong." "Nothing." The next moment I said, "Please tell me what's wrong." So she looked at me, gave me a beady eye, and she said, "You know, in this house, you're so grand for yourself. Everything is the best. But can't you just get me a proper brand of coffee? Because I can't drink this new nonsense." So I called my right-hand man. I said, "Nicholas, won't you please go and fetch Omar the next day some Frisco, which is a basic chicory coffee." The bottom of the story is I decided that one should never get ahead of yourself in life. And remember where you come from. I come from a very limited background, and I decided that the 911 is going to be called Frisco, just to remind myself of my background.
Well, Andre, you are a great friend of Dutton Garage. Thanks for coming by again, and I hope you have a great trip going forward to Japan and back to South Africa, and I hope you come back and see us again soon.
Thank you very much for having me here. It's been absolutely fantastic, and your knowledge is staggering. Unbelievable.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.